Returned back to camp. Sue's just went to get the barrel, and I'm starting to process wood. I just grabbed a whole bunch of really big branches that were just lying like not that far away, and I'm just kind of breaking them down now.
So I decided, since we're coming to Temagami, I went to one of our local reserves where I live and wanted to get something a little special for Christina.
Aww!
So I bought a sage bundle.
Cool.
And basically we're going to burn it, and we're going to use the smoke to help deter some of the mosquitoes that are around here. And then we're also going to like cleanse ourselves with it.
Can't you ward off your evil spirits or something with sage?
Yeah, there's like a bunch of different things that you can do with sage. So I don't know. That's kind of what my thought was.
Cool, thank you. I got a mosquito on my arm.
So we'll get this good and burning, and then we can always leave it smoldering.
How you doing over there?
I am preparing supper for tonight.
Woohoo!
And we have potatoes from the Little Potato Company.
Nice. Do you have the lid? Do you have the top?
I do have the top. So it's their Little Potato Company with garlic herb seasoning.
So we've had these before, right?
Yes. That was back at our trip with Sean, Rowley, first weekend in May. No, first weekend in June. First weekend in June, I think it was. Anyway. So, we got some oil.
Half, right?
Half, yep.
Just put half the package.
Half the package of seasoning. And
what is accompanying these potatoes?
we
Fish?
have we have sausages, which
They're here. Don't worry about it.
they're here somewhere.
They're here.
They're around. So we're gonna put some sausages also on the fire, but these need to cook for a little bit of time first.
Obviously.
So we're gonna get these going, and then we're gonna get the sausages going.
Sounds good.
All right. Yeah, yeah.
All right, what's going on here?
So we've got our potatoes, and they are nice and soft.
Sweet.
And we're gonna get our sausages cooked, and supper will be served.
That's good, because it's like almost 8 o'clock. Although we had lunch at like 2:30, 2 o'clock. So.
He's warm.
All right, so Sue's got the sausages on. They're looking pretty good. And we're just about ready to eat. I cannot wait, I'm so hungry. Sue has made a fantastic looking meal. I'm super excited to eat.
Oh, I can't wait to eat.
We need this, it's like, I don't know, 10 after 8 or something, so bon appetit. Thanks, Sue. Oh, I have some mustard here, Dijon mustard to dip mine in. Sue brought ketchup for hers. All right, so in honor of Sue's birthday, brought some brownie bites. Just put some peanut butter on it, and we're gonna have some of Chris and Julia Pruse's peanut butter s'mores. They are delicious. She's over here roasting the marshmallows. Oh, they look nice. That is a nice looking marshmallow, my friend. So basically she's just gonna roast the marshmallow, and we're gonna put it on top, and it's gooey gooey goodness. All right, there they are, all done. They look so good. It's gonna be messy. Oh my god. All right, I don't have a napkin handy. Oh, look, there's a hole in the middle.
Mine almost had a hole.
What happened to the middle? Where did it go?
You're gonna be messy now.
Oh my god, it's a 2-bite brownie, literally. It's good. You should try yours.
I'm going to.
Your light is on. Turn it off. Oh yeah, look up.
I'm glad we decided to make these tonight.
Happy birthday, Eve.
Thank you. Ooh.
Day of cooled wildlife continues with this wicked frog. I just came down to get some water for our bottles, and he's just sitting here. Looks so cool. Good morning. It is 6:30 on Sunday, September 1st. Today is Sue's birthday, and just got up a wee bit early to put up her sign and put a card out for her, because she's obviously not with her friends and family today, just me. So just try to do something a little special for her. We have a really awesome day planned today. At between 9 and 10, we are going over to Mathias's to meet up with him, and he's going to take us out and show us a few things that he wants me to see and know about Obabika Lake. So it's going to be really, really awesome. It's Sue's birthday, so I made a little breakfast fire. We've got some hot chocolate with, what's in there?
Polar bear. It's like mint hot chocolate this morning.
What's a polar bear?
It's a liquor drink. It's got creamed mint and cream to cacao, so it fits perfectly in this.
So just getting ready to make the omelets. We're going to have kielbasa and cheese omelets with English muffins and strawberry jam and bacon. So I've just got the English muffins cooking on the fire here. They're the best when they're toasted on the fire. So I'm doing that on the side, and then I'm going to make the omelets on the pan because it's just easier. Alright, so the English muffins are looking nice and brown over there on the fire, and the bacon is nice and hot. And over here I've got the stove on, and we're just going to make one big omelet and cut it in half. It's just easier than making two. So I've got the kielbasa all chopped up in there, and I'm just going to fry that a teeny tiny bit. And then put the eggs in and put the cheese in the middle. Sue's about to put some nice homemade strawberry jam on the English muffins. I picked that up at Ollie's Chip Wagon somewhere en route from here last time I came out here.
I think it's gonna work. Oh yes, look at that.
Oppa! Very dark in there. Hey, Mr. Cheese, turn this down. Some cheese in there. Lots of cheese. Way too much cheese. I might have to put that somewhere else. I'd have to put that in a Ziploc.
Oh, it's a cheese omelet.
That's too much cheese for this girl.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that's not very much for one person, for two people. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it's pretty big. All right, our little breakfast feast is ready. What do you think of that one, Sue?
That looks delicious.
All right, let's eat. Bon appetit.
Oh, no.
But you can lean back. I got Sue and I some loungers for her birthday. I thought maybe she'd sit in it and fall over, but she didn't.
I thought I might.
All right, so Sue and I are in the canoe, and we're just about at Alex's place. We're heading over to see Mathias, and he's going to take us out and show us a bunch of things around Obabika Lake, and it's going to be really, really fun. So, happy birthday, Sue!
Thank you.
All right, so we're with Alex, and we're going out in the boat. Yay.
Yeah, and then I'll put the nose in there so you can see a little better. The wings up there.
You see it?
So what are we looking at here, Alex?
It's a Pictographs. I think I'm sure it wasn't completed because I've seen something similar to it. It was like a sort of a Thunderbird. I seen one on Lake Temagami. It was completed through the whole thing. There's like a big number 7 through it, and that would be the wings, and the 7 would be the head. And,
oh, okay.
yeah, I think whoever's doing it didn't complete it, maybe run out of ochre or got shot at or something.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Stop bouncing.
It's what they call the grandparents' rock. We always called it Pictographs and Shumaswapkan. Well, that means old man, old lady rock, which means grandparents as well.
Yeah. Why are they named that? Do you know?
I have no idea. If you named probably thousands of years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is
It's
there?
just a landmark, I guess, that our people use.
Okay, like in a Inukshuk or something,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you know
yeah,
where you
yeah,
are on the
yeah,
lake.
Yeah, but it's a natural, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not man-made.
Cool. So there's a couple more pictographs here Alex is showing us.
That one, that one. It's not a higher.
Oh yeah.
I don't know walk it, but don't think I should come out for that.
Oh yeah.
That one's really high.
Yeah. Oh, there's high water back there.
What was here?
It was cabin. Actually, it was back them days. It was called Lansdowne Forest with Ministry today. So this cabin was about 20 by 16, and it was summarized for the tower mast stage here. Go up the tower and watch for fires during the day, come back at night, sleep here. So the tower was taken out before my time, and so we moved in here. We stayed there for 3 winters, like. You know.
Stayed for 3 winters?
Well, yeah, like we'd come in the winter, we stayed in this camp 3 winters.
Was there heat in it?
We had a wood stove.
Wood stove?
Yeah. We bought our own wood stove over, and actually 2 wood stoves. We had what they call one of the big fireboxes, and we had the cook stove with a smaller firebox.
Right.
So we had a lot of heat. And wood was plentiful nearby. But they burnt it down. The ministry burnt it down.
The ministry burnt it
Yeah,
down?
about 66.
Why?
Well, I think what happened was too many people trying to claim it, you know, and we never tried to claim it, we just stayed in it. But there's campers that race for it, and different camps would be upset with each other because and it was a good place to stop if it was raining or something. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big lake, right?
Yeah.
Nice shelter.
Yeah.
So Saturday there's a lunch.
Yeah, at the gathering site, it's like a potluck lunch. Then after the gathering's over, people, experienced people like PJ and people around, will take some groups of the hiking, or anybody's familiar with trails, to try and get them to be a hike leader. So you go hiking, and then the people that don't go, I start shuttling them back to my place by boat, and then finally everybody gets back over. When everybody's there, well, my buddy starts cooking the pickerel, so we have a fish fry.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. He does it every year, so which is good.
Do you think I'll be able to film anything, or should I not even try?
You're more than welcome to film anything you want or everything you want.
Okay.
You know? So,
I think it would make a really good video. I think a lot of
I'm
people would be
pretty,
interested,
I'm
but
pretty,
I don't want to offend anybody.
I try and be a good host, so you can't.
I can't see how you could not eat. I don't even know how you'd have to try. You're like naturally charming.
Yeah.
Well, most people that first met me, they'll stop by. I heard of me, they'll come in and they'll get back to me after the trip, and it makes me feel great. They'll say I was meet me was a highlight of their trip, so
Yeah.
which makes me feel good. So I'm an easy guy to get along with, and I guess everybody loves it that way. I do too.
So I just asked Alex about his tattoo. What was it supposed to be?
There was supposed to be a heart band. There's supposed to be a ribbon, like over a heart.
Yeah.
And it hurt too much, and but a mark for life. Though.
Were you like actually at a tattoo parlor, or was
No,
this somebody did it
no,
for you?
It's,
Friend of yours?
well, they made a needle for me, and just with Indian ink and dip it in. And,
Dip it in, poke away.
yeah, but like I felt like what's going to happen if it gets infected, So I quit doing it. Somebody see this? Somebody protected the Twain's name in here.
The what?
The Twains.
Oh.
Gerald Twain, Miss Gerald Twain, and their daughter Audrey, and Gerald Jr. That's Shania's adopted father. See, December something, 1948.
Wow. And that's who wrote it this?
Well, I guess somebody wrote the article, but I don't even read it.
Huh. Where's Prime Minister Trudeau's signature? Well, I didn't bring a pen.
Oh, look at that.
Carpenter pencil.
Oh, a sticker. Alright, I left my mark. August 2019.
There's the name here, eh?
Camp Tanamacoon.
Bill, that's a hillbilly guy.
Oh, Kim Cowan.
Kim Cowan and Bill Lure. Kim Cowan again another date, I guess.
Did you bring him up here?
I bought them once, but they come on their own now, once they know where it is.
Summer 866.
What was this in 1942?
Used to be a hard one here, 31, probably faded now.
CO Alex Broadbent and Allison, age 4.
I like this.
CO Alex Mathias.
Yeah, that's enough.
43.
Where's yours, Sue?
It's hard to see from that. I can see it from this
There it
end.
is.
1940 or something, to fool everybody.
Yeah.
Because the trail was never used all growing up, so sure enough I found it, and it's still standing.
Wow.
And that's when I started noticing the names.
Yeah.
So once we put
That's this cabin you're talking
yeah,
about.
this one here, we snowshoe right behind it there, because there's 2 ponds down there we used to drop in the wintertime. And so once we put the trails in, people started coming. Started to put more names on the wall, which is good.
Interesting. I like looking at all the different dates.
The buildings, today, they would never pass that type of structure because there's no studs. Everything's boxed in. And it must be good. Must be there 70 years, longer than that.
That's how long it's been here?
Longer than that, because the tower was here in 31. So that's more like
It's almost 100 years.
close to 100 years, I think. 90-some years. He said, the only thing I want to put away at the bottom somewhere.
Yeah.
So I said, well, I said, what particular area would you feel like to relate to rest?
Mm-hmm.
He said, I'm going to let you pick that spot out. He said, because, so when I was up in charge of that, he wasn't dead or anything, but he was looking for the future to hear from there.
Yep.
And so I know he really respected the Grandparents' Rocks. And so I put him facing Grandparents' Rocks, so that's where he's buried, facing the Grandparents' Rocks. So then my mom's right beside him.
Yeah.
She died about 6 months later. They were 55 years married.
Wow.
Wow.
That's what they say, old people, they don't go too far apart. Eh?
Yeah, yeah.
My mom, when you put up a big cross, it's probably about 12 feet high. But their crosses are pretty well gone now. They had one in each grave for them. But my dad didn't really approve of the cross stuff. But my mom was very Catholic, and I done it for her. Like,
Yeah.
Really? That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So we survived the hike with Alex. Made it up to the ranger cabin and hung out there and had some good chats. Learned a lot of things. And now we're back in the boat.
Yeah.
Where are we going now?
Home now.
Going back to Alex's. Okay, well somehow we've scored a fishing trip with Alex. So he's just showing me how the downrigger works. Just gonna put the lure on the bottom of the lake. The line goes out and he clips the weight to the line, and then the weight's gonna go down and pull the line down. Because the fish are on the bottom of the lake. Fish cold, trout like cold water, so they're sitting on the bottom. So this will bring it down.
I'm ready for the next.
Oh, back with the paddle. I'll film it.
Start.
Yay! Fishy! Fishy! What do we got? A wee trout.
A wee trout.
Little acre.
Little acre.
Nice. Hand size now.
Yep, hand size.
That's what it's like.
Beautiful. Oh, that's really romantic and soft.
He's a good one.
It's a ladies' expedition with our guide, Alex Mathias. I'm gonna make a blueberry balsamic.
All right, let's go other one.
Wait a minute. That didn't sound like Alex. Who was that?
What?
Oh, hello.
Not
Tierney? Where did you come from?
I came by way of Florence Lake and the South Lady Evelyn River. Just got back off an 8-day trip. Pretty chill. Beautiful weather. Big trees. Hung out with Hap and Andrea at their cabin. You know,
Wow.
the usual Temagami experience.
I hung out with Hap at his cabin too. It was in his book though.
Oh, no.
Kind of the same, but different.
We had a bottle of wine and a sauna and a nice firm mattress to sleep on.
Okay, I'm done with you. Bye-bye.
Love you.
I like that.
Bye.
We're in.
This is Tierney Angus reporting live from Obabika Lake. It is approximately 19 degrees outside, a little bit overcast. And it is it today September 1st?
September 1st.
September the 1st.
Also known as Sue's birthday.
In Temagami on
It's
Obabika
my birthday
Lake.
catch, yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
Tash and tea.
Okay, here.
Oh, yeah.
One more go, guys.
Just leave that like that until you're ready to go.
Okay,
Christina's like,
right there, 3 in a hurry, eh?
that was really fast.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
3 in a row.
I was fishing on the slide.
You can stand up.
I might
if you
need
want.
your help, Sue.
No, stand up.
Yeah, why is that going to give me more strength?
Yes.
Yes.
No, I've got it leaned against my ribs.
It
gotta
still
plant.
gives you strength though.
Oh my goodness. Well, after our fishing trip, we were invited to spend the night at Alex's on his property. So Tierney took us on a trail that goes from Alex's to the campsite we were on. And we went and packed up all our stuff. And Tierney's helping us bring it back. The canoe's still at Alex's beach. And yes, we could have come and picked it up by canoe, but we just ended up walking the trail to see it, and then we got to the campsite and we're like, well, we're here. So now we're going back for a fish fry and a couple of pops for Sue's birthday with Tierney and Andrew and Alex and I believe Pete.
Oh yeah.
So this here is sweet fern. It's an anti-inflammatory. You can make a tea out of it. It smells delicious. It's like kind of spicy. So if you just rub it on our hands here. It smells good, right?
Wow.
Like a little bit like basil, a little bit like wild thyme. Hiya, Mick.
Oh, it's nice.
So this is a natural anti-inflammatory. So it's nature's Advil right here. So let's pick a bunch. You can take away all of your aches and pains. It grows like crazy, usually along roadsides and stuff.
Are there any key things that we look for here? Is there like
Well,
a certain amount of numbers on the leaf? Or
if you compare it to something
ridges
like
on the leaves?
ostrich fern, so you see how like that's kind of more flat and spread out. These guys are quite small, and it's a very distinctive smell. So you'll know it when you pick it. Like ostrich fern smells like nothing. It just smells like green shit. This smells more super, yeah. Yeah, I'll pick a bunch.
What do you have there, commentator?
Well, this is Tierney Angus still reporting live from Obabika Lake. We have some delicious fish fry, some potato egg salad. You might have to raise the auto in post-production. I'm not Mike at the moment. We have some baked beans in a beautiful old pot and a casual Laker Light there, which I'm about to crack. Cheers.
Cheers. Good morning from Obabika Lake. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, and I am coming to you from Alex Mathias's property. Sue and I were invited to stay here last night and hang out with Tierney and Andrew and Alex and some other people. So it was really cool. We had some drinks and shared a lot of stories by the campfire and had a really good sleep. Well, we're glamping in luxury today, this morning. Got a nice little table to make our oatmeal on. Just got the water boiling. We both have oatmeal this morning. Sue's got some strawberries and peaches from Niagara in her cup. Just like I do, I brought some for her. So I'm just going to pour the water in and heat that up, and then we're going to eat. We have, I don't know, it was like about 14 or 15 kilometers to paddle this morning. But instead, we're going to get a ride from one of Alex's friends out to the car, so that's kind of nice. And again, not because we can't or anything, but...
It was offered, and
yeah,
we
just how things
were
played
just
out
like,
yesterday.
yeah, okay.
It was Sue's birthday, and it was nice that it wasn't just me and her. You know, we were invited to stay for a fish fry, and then Alex just said, you know, why don't you guys just stay here, bring your stuff over. So we did that, and now we're just having our oatmeal, and we're going to kind of have a lazy morning and pack up our stuff, and then Alex's friend is going to give us a ride out. So I think it's a pretty good way to end an adventure.
I think so too.
Yeah. Anyways, my oatmeal's getting cold. I'm going to go eat. See you in a bit. Bye. All right, well, we're all packed up. I picked out a spot to put my tent for next weekend for the Changing of the Seasons Festival. Sadly, you're not coming back. No. But I pitched my tent nice and far away in the forest, so That's all set up and ready for when I get here Friday night, which is in like 4 days.
It's hard to believe.
Yeah, I know. So we're going to get ready to get back into reality mode.
Look at you already this
What's
morning.
happening here?
Just for you, girl.
Really?
Yeah.
You look amazing.
Wow.
You want me to get a photo with all of you guys?
Yes.
Picture me.
I'll mix like
a video.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is a video.
It's a video. I want to know about your stick. Tell me
Well,
about your stick.
it was a gift to me from Hap Wilson made this for me.
Really?
Yeah. I think it was around 2002 maybe, or 2000 maybe. I don't know if this was marry him and Stephanie when
Yeah,
they got married. Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, take a close up of it.
It's cool. It's like all these little guys.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
different, eh?
Yeah. Now tell me about your jacket.
My wife bought this for me.
It's got all that. Did it have all this, or did you?
Yeah, no, that's wheat. Eh?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See that?
I think it was made from some cremated, but it's actually wheat's only west in the prairies. Eh?
Right. And your headdress?
The headdress, she bought that for me as a gift. But same thing, she bought the jacket for me.
Yeah. Do they like? Are there different kinds, like different feathers? They
No,
symbolize different things.
actually, those are turkey feathers, but they're just dyed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool. And then the beads here?
The beadwork came with it, and rabbit fur, of course.
Rabbit fur, of course.
Rabbit fur, of
course.
course. Yep.
That's awesome. They look fantastic. Are you going to be wearing this next weekend?
Yeah, during the ceremony.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only wear it during the ceremony. When people come and they're leaving, I usually get dressed just for them to take a few photos if they want. You know, if you don't want, you don't have
What a
to.
guy, eh?
It's so great.
All right.
People don't usually come back. So.
Well, I'm going to be back. I already set up my
Yeah,
tent,
yeah.
so my tent's
Yeah.
sitting there out there waiting for me to come
Uh-huh.
back in a couple
Yeah.
days. So
Super.
I guess technically this is our last portage of the trip. Just like the 400. Hi. Wow, we're back at the car, poof, like magic. Oh,
So
I'm
tired.
from that long paddle and portage. Oh, wow.
I know.
We didn't really cheat. I mean, we just had a different end game. So, good time?
Excellent time.
How was your birthday?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I had a
it
good
was
time.
great.
I feel like we didn't finish the trip. I feel like I'm gonna get home and be like, where's the canoe? It's still back there. We never went. I just feel like I don't know, it was just so weird packing up our stuff yesterday and then portaging it all over to Alex's. And then as we did do a portage, and it was longer than...
It was a long portage.
It was much longer than the one we would have done to come back to the car, but we just missed the 14 kilometers of paddling.
Yeah.
But we did paddle all day
We
Saturday.
paddled a lot Saturday.
Yep, we
Yeah.
had a great day Saturday. We went to Spirit Rock,
Yeah.
and that was really nice. We saw that snake eating the frog, and
That was so cool.
hiked a bunch of trails.
Got a
we
nice view of Obabika from up on the trails.
Yeah, we had a lot of good food. Yeah,
Oh, excellent food.
excellent food.
Yeah.
And yesterday was really fun hanging out with Alex. We got to see grandfather and grandfather Rock,
Yeah.
and we hiked up to the ranger cabin, which was cool
That was really nice.
to leave our names.
Yeah.
And then from there, we just kind of stayed with Alex.
He's like, oh, just come hang out. Do you want to come out fishing with us later? You know, we're going to go catch some fish. We're going to have a fish fry. And
Yes.
we're like, yes. Yes,
and
we do.
So we did do that. And Alex has a downrigger on his boat, but we did a little hand fishing.
Yeah.
And we each caught a trout,
Yay.
which was awesome. So you've probably already seen that in the video earlier on. So that was great. I've never caught a trout, and it's the biggest fish I've ever caught. And then we got to eat it later at the fish fry,
It was awesome.
which was great because we wouldn't have been able to do that ourselves.
No.
Because you're not allowed to actually catch and eat trout if you're not a native person.
At least in
Which I didn't know, but it was great to learn that right at that time. Yeah, so good times. We're
Excellent
ready to
times.
go. Sue's got to get home.
I know.
She's got to go back to
drive.
teaching. And I'm going to be back here in 4 days for the Changing of the Seasons Festival. Alex said that I am allowed to do some videoing, so we'll see how much footage I get, if I get enough to make a full video or not. I know some people don't want to be filmed, he said, and some people don't care, so we'll see how it goes. And you will be at school.
I'll be at school.
All right,
To
well,
the grindstone this week.
let's get going. Thanks so much for coming.
Oh, thanks
I had
for
such a
having
great
me.
time. You know, I really love my solo trips. I really do. But I was getting to the point where I was like, it's kind of be nice if someone was with me.
She's like, I'm
so,
kind of lonely right now.
yeah.
She goes,
so,
when's our next trip? This one.
yeah. So thanks
It was
for
nice.
coming, and
Aw, it's
I hope
always
we
nice
get to
be
go out
here.
again soon.
Me too.
It was too long this time
It
from
was
the
a
last
long
time.
break in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, everybody, make sure you follow Sue. I'll post your link at the bottom of the video, and hopefully we'll do something again soon.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.